Good morning, and welcome to the What Inspired Me Today podcast, a podcast created to inspire you to be the very best that you can be. My name is Stephen Matthew, and this is what inspired me today. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. It's been a long time. Thank you so much for those that have been listening and providing feedback over the years. I wanted to give you a couple of updates about what is going to change for this podcast. The first thing that is going to change is I'm changing the scheduling of how this podcast is going to go. In the past, I did a very short format podcast that was done on a daily basis. Unfortunately, as you could probably guess, that can be very tiring, even despite it being a short podcast, producing it and then uploading it and doing all of the other behind-the-scenes stuff. So, in response to that, I am going to make this a single podcast on a weekly basis. It is going to be released on a Monday morning so that you have something available for you to inspire you for the week. In relation to that, I've had a number of people ask me if we can make this a little bit longer. Rather than just a quote and maybe just a thought, can we flesh out some of these ideas so that we have more to chew on, more to the meal, more meat on the bones? And so that is exactly what I am planning on doing. So thank you so much for that feedback. We are going to make this longer so that you have more to consider and more to inspire you for that week. The third thing and the final thing that I wanted to add as a new component to this podcast, and this will be sporadic, it won't be all the time, but I wanted to include interviews. I have found in my life to be enamored and inspired by those around me and the life that they lead. People's stories matter, and being able to hear their stories, being able to hear what they've gone through, how they've gone through it, and then ultimately what has happened on the other side has been pivotal to my own journey in life and inspiring me. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to hear from people that I know and the life that they have led. And so I want to include that as the third component of this podcast. With that said, thank you so much for those that have listened before and those that have subscribed before. Podcast will be available now through YouTube, as well as Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcasts from. So please subscribe so that you know what is happening and when things are happening as well. Thank you so much, and have a great day.